So Mark, tell me about create event trigger.
Sure, Rory. Create event trigger will create a triggering method for an event that you have in your class. So here, for example, I've got 3 different events here. One's called state changed. I just put the caret on the event, hit the CodeRush key, move down and choose create event trigger, and then hit enter, and then choose where I want to put it, just using the up and down arrow keys. I'll put it down here. And there you can see it's given it to me. It's given me an on state changed method. I can change that to another name if I want. I can also modify with the arguments here if I want to. It's by default protected in virtual. That allows you to override it in descendant classes if you want to hook into that event being triggered. Sometimes you might find that useful. And it has the approved way to trigger events down here, so we don't have any problems in case concurrency is introduced later on.
Sure.
So that is that's that. I have 2 other events I wanted to just show these. We'll go ahead and grab this other one. So the first one was for just an event handler. Let's look at the unhandled exception event handler. We'll go ahead and choose a create event trigger for that. We'll put it down there, and you can see what's happening here. Notice it's passing in unhandled exception event args, and up here it was passing in just event args. Again, it's highlighted the method name for me. I'm okay with that method name. Again, it's using the approved way to call the event there. And then let's look at the last one here. I just want to show it working with generic events as well. So here I've got an event handler of other class, and we'll go ahead and choose create event trigger. We'll select where we want to put that. And there's essentially your on click, but now it's accepting an other class piece right here. And I say we can modify these. These are like, now at this point it's up to you. If you want to, for example, sometimes you want to take that out and you want to come down here instead and just replace it with this, for example, passing that in the handler. You might also not pass in other class. This might be something that's inside a state variable or something along those lines that you'll pass in. Similarly, the same thing can sometimes happen here. Is you might want to instead of instantiating or creating new event args every time you fire an event, for example, the event might be firing very quickly. You might want to keep it locally, and so we have the option. You always have the option to edit the code, of course, afterwards.
Okay, sure. Well, the takeaway from this is that whichever of the 3 circumstances you have is that CodeRush will recognize and use the correct args handler, and is even capable of dealing with generic events as well, and just does it all from the same singular declaration.
You are correct, sir.
Fantastic.